we have a very cool special surprise for you. We're gonna actually make stuff. Fun at Comic-Con is like you see a lot of people out there walking around homemade costumes and stuff. It's fun to be a fan of things. It's even more fun to make things yourselves, man. And nobody lets you make things better than the good folks at Lego. And we're sitting here talking to Chris Steininger. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Chris.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Chris, are you what they might call in the world of Lego a master builder, as we learned from that movie?
I am, I guess you could say, the Jedi of Lego building, absolutely. So I actually get paid to do this. I get paid to play for a living.
Lego, I remember when I was a kid, of course, was massive. And then for a little while, it went quiet. And then it exploded when you guys started doing licenses, where you're like, let's do a Star Wars kit. And then that turned into many Star Wars kits, turns into like the Lego Death Star, which turns into a co-star in Spider-Man Homecoming. It's so wonderful.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. We've been hot for so many years here, and the kids are digging it. You know, I think a lot of it is actually, it's the parents. It's the parents that had it as a kid. They're loving it. They love it. Now they're having their kids. And they're like, oh man, take one of these sets of mine. And then all of a sudden they're buying all these Lego sets for the kids, just passing on their love of Lego to the kids. So it's great.
What are the sets, the Star Wars sets that are big right now in the world?
Oh, I mean, the Death Star is pretty.
It's the massive one.
Awesome.
I tried to buy that for Jason Mewes, the guy who stands next to me in movies.
He was telling me that.
Did he literally see you and be like, yo, I want that Death Star?
He said he was getting a Death Star that, like, you were supposed to get him one, but he doesn't want to ask you about it or something.
It's really embarrassing. We had ordered it, and we ordered it from Amazon and ordered it from a third-party seller, and this is weird to talk about, but it didn't show up, and he reminds me every week. He's like, I still haven't got my Christmas gift. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he asked that.
He actually was trying to use me as an intermediary here to actually
You're going to make peace between Jay and Silent Bob.
I think so, yeah.
What are we doing here today? I see a bunch of pieces on the table.
I feel like I should challenge you to a build-off of a Star Wars model. What do you say? You want to build something Star Wars, your own creation?
I'll be honest with you. I mean, I know I'm a director, but I'm terrible at making things.
What?
Yeah. Oh Lord, Lego, I was always the worst kid at it. I'd be like, I'd hand them something, had a lot of angles. They'd be like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's a horse," and it didn't look like a horse at all.
All right. How about this? We'll do. What do you say? 30 seconds. 30 seconds to build something. You think you can build something interesting in 30 seconds?
I can pull off 30 seconds.
All right. So let's put our hands up. No building yet. Hands up. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Build. Let's see here.
See, I'm too choosy. Right off the bat, I'm too choosy. Oh man!
Here we go. I think I got enough space here now.
I feel like I sit here going, what about this piece? No, that's not good enough. I should really just be grabbing and building. Don't matter what it is. Let the spirit take me somewhere.
That's what it's kind of about. You gotta create the whole scene. You gotta create that environment.
Instantly, I want to put people on it.
What are you doing? You're already building your characters? What's going on here?
I start with the hair and then build from down.
Oh, time's up already? What?
Time's up!
You want to see what I built?
Yeah, what do you got? That's what you built?
We didn't have a lot of time.
It's not much better than what I built, let's be honest.
And you're a master.
I was going for something here. I was going for like a little scene, but I didn't even get a minifigure built yet.
What would it have looked like if we had done this correctly?
But it would have looked more like something like this over here. If we had a little bit more time, it may have looked something like that nice little Star Wars scene there with some minifigures
cool. That's
in
the
there.
Scene where they blast the board and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
What I love about this is it brings to life little moments from movies that you love. Like, it's worth spending the time on it. You put this on your shelf because not only you're like, oh, I love that moment in the movie, but you got a conversation piece. You're like, I built that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And usually you're 40 when you say that.
It's exactly. It's great to be able to build, you know, the sets, but what it comes down to is it comes down to being able to build your own creations, build your own scenes, and you really use your imagination. But speaking of minifigures, actually, I brought something for you here.
What do you got?
I was heading out of the office the other day, and I'm like, oh, I know he likes hats and stuff, and I figured I'd make you a minifigure avatar of yourself. There you go, right
Lord,
there.
Man, look at that.
Yeah.
And finally, most times when they make plastic me, they don't make the legs appropriate. These are childbearing hips on this guy. It looks exactly like me.
I may have aged you a few years. He does have a gray beard, but it's what I had hanging around. Let's be honest. And
this is better than I've looked in years.
I actually brought some hats. I know you need hats at all times. So,
always.
For different occasions. I mean, if you're going out for parties and stuff like that, figure so you're a big Star Wars fan, we at least give you a Darth Vader hat if you want to put that on there.
Oh my God, totally.
I mean, come on now. There we go. Right there, just like
That's
that.
beyond hat. That's helmet.
That is a helmet. You are correct. That is your Lord Vader now, sir.
That is tremendous, man. I didn't get anything for you, but I can't thank you enough for coming here and showing this stuff. Give it up for Chris, everybody. He's making fun stuff with Lego.